Hey, it's Dr. T here. Today we have our subject of the day, I guess we should say. We've got all these posters all over, and I thought, you know what, this was kind of, I was feeling this. Today has been a day that we've seen a lot of people that are having a lot of signs and symptoms from stress. It's coming upon the holidays. Thanksgiving is next week, and so I kind of wanted to talk about this for a little bit. We've got this little poster, and we also have a little handout that's got the same, so if you need us to mail you something, if you want more information on what we talked about today, call the office and we can get that sent. But stress. Stress causes all sorts of problems. In the office we talk about 3 forms of stress. Mental or emotional, that's what most people think of with stress. Physical stress, and so that's why sometimes if you're working too hard, or if you do too much and it becomes too much of a physical stress, your body gives out or you can get a sprain or a strain. So physical stress. And then the last one is chemical stress, what we take into our bodies or what we don't take into our bodies that relieve the stress. So this is nice because you can kind of ask yourself, are you bored? Are you busy and loving it? That's where we want you. Are you feeling the pressure? People do okay. Overwhelmed and give up, that's where we start running into these problems. And they do say that this study came out, 64% of people feel some or great deals of stress in their life, and it also affects their health, which is what we see on a regular basis, their social life, family life, and work. So stress we want to just take out of the picture. Now the interesting part is that the body responds the same to physical and chemical stress as it does to emotional stress. The part of the body that it attacks the most, as we see here, is the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands sit right on top of the kidneys. They're part of the endocrine system, so we can see up into here, the pituitary and the thyroid and the parathyroid and all those, and the sex hormones, the hormones that are released that way. Those are all affected in the body, but mainly we look at the adrenal glands, and people have heard of that adrenal fatigue. So first we'll come over here to tips. Now when it comes to tips, do mild exercise like walking or yoga. There's been times, I'm a big runner, but there's times that it's just too much, and that's a physical stress, so I'll do more things like walking. I've enjoyed walking lately with my wife, and that's been nice to get the stress levels down, and then when you're ready to continue on, you can. Get enough sleep. Now, an interesting part between those two and coming back to meditation, on Pandora, that's an easy one. I don't promote Pandora, but I listen to meditation music before I go to bed. That really helps a lot, and it's made a big difference. And my wife has said that as well, that she thought it was kind of weird at first, and she's like, no, but this music has actually helped me sleep. Eating and diet, we'll talk about that in the future. That actually causes stress, the pupils to dilate, the blood pressure to go up. Getting outdoors is a good thing, and meditation or mindful exercise or prayer, things like that. Those will help to settle things down emotionally and physically and chemically, like we talked about. So the supplements that go to support this, the first one is Drenamine. I've got all these down here. Where's my Drenamine? Drenamine we can't run out of. I have enough patients on there that and most of them are ladies. Sorry ladies, but we can't run out of this. This helps you to deal with stress. It helps it's the vitamins and minerals to support the adrenal glands. The next ones are, we've got adrenal desiccated here. So these are adrenal glands. That kind of grosses people out, but these are really good for like emergency. If you're just having a lot of anxiety, and if you come in, we can do an assessment on you, nutritional assessment, and there's a test where we check your blood pressure. We can know if adrenal desiccated is going to be the best thing for you. This helps kind of in emergency care. Then we've got the adrenotropin. Adrenotropin is one that just kind of helps. It's a PMG in the future.